It's an honor to be with you, Mister.
Thank you so
I
much.
would like for you to introduce yourself before everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Sure. My name is Haru. I'm Kiono. I'm a coffee connoisseur. I get people about coffee, and I run a podcast by the name Coffeesta Chat Podcast. It's a newly podcast that get people about coffee and spread the gospel of coffee locally and internationally. And I'm honored, very humbled to be part of this show and to be part of these baby steps.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
So, my people, as you've heard, his name. Uh, Welcome back. I'm your Kadeva, your host for today. At least we can learn together and make an impact. So I'm going to be asking him the questions which you intend to understand everything about the coffee industry, almost everything, which you can at least get from him. The others, it's for you to understand. Yeah. So I'm going to go with the first question.
Okay.
What was it like? Do you remember those days when you were back in school? After getting done with maybe your KCSE? What was it like? Which career path was in your mind?
At the moment, you know those careers that people become when you want to be a doctor, pilot, and all that.
Yeah.
That's what I had.
Yeah.
I really wanted to be a pilot, actually.
Same here.
I wanted to be a pilot. I had even school that I was looking forward to attain so that I can achieve my dream as a pilot. Then this came up and I started now changing my whole path. I felt now, I started feeling like I have an interest in media.
Ah,
Yes, because most of the high school events I used to host them as a MC. So any day, anything that we used to have with us, I would do it so right. People would be like, I like what you do. Yeah, I felt like I can be a donor. Yeah, I can be someone behind media, behind the camera, in front of a camera. So that's how now I start now having an interest in media. But baseline, I wanted to be a pilot.
you wanted to be a pilot.
I wanted.
But do you know you seem like a pilot? If you wear a tuxedo, by the way, and you walk outside there,
Yeah.
or maybe you walk in an airport,
Yeah.
someone can say you're a pilot. For sure, that's for sure. Because
In high school, I used to have those tuxedo.
now you
I
see,
used to have. I used to go for punchies. It was.
yeah, I remember those
I want
blazers
to
and
feel like I'm a
everything.
pilot.
You know, yeah, you're the pilot. But for sure, you're the pilot of your life.
Nice one. That's a nice one.
Yeah, for sure. So, at least I think mostly while people are in high school,
Yeah.
they usually have those things which they want to go for.
Yes.
But at some point when they get done, they realize that it wasn't that able for them to go for the things which they wanted to go for.
Yeah, sure.
But I'm so glad that you are able to learn that you had some passion in media.
Yeah.
So I think mostly it's all about learning what you're so passionate about
Exactly.
after school.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. To the next question. I hope you've had him. It's all about being passionate. Learning all about yourself. Like knowing your weaknesses, your strengths, asking the people around you what you seem good at, even though you have some things which you have in your mind. Also, the people around you can help you to know what you're good at.
Sure.
So the next question: being a pilot, is that what you wished for when you were growing up?
Yeah, that's what I wanted. Even my mom knows. Both of my parents, they know I wanted to be a pilot.
So you are those kids who had these plane toys,
Yes. Yes.
That's
My
great.
dad would buy helicopters, planes, and all that to like motivate me. Yes.
But it's so wonderful how you went into film and also you got into the coffee industry.
Yeah.
So the next question goes,
Yeah.
how did you find yourself in the coffee industry? Because media, you are this guy who wanted to become a pilot.
Yeah.
You got into media,
Yeah.
and right now you're a big person in the coffee industry.
Yeah, sure.
So, how did you come about into the coffee industry?
It's funny enough. After high school, I went to campus. I did my media arts
Uh-huh.
degree. I achieved it, and some point I was looking for a job in a certain hotel as a social media manager.
Yeah.
And back then they never had that position.
Mm-hmm.
So actually it was CJs, after Java CJs. So I went there, I approached them and I told them, I want to do these and these to your media thing, to your Instagram or something. But back then it was not really a thing.
It wasn't like a big
Yes,
thing. Yeah,
and they told me, we have another position, but I don't know whether you're willing to do it.
yeah.
And I was like, I'm in for it because I needed a job. They told me we're going to train you as a barista
Yeah.
in Uganda.
Yeah.
We're going to pay you. We're going to give you accommodation. We're going to do everything for you and train you. At that point, I never knew what barista was. The only barista I knew was a lawyer barista.
So at this point,
Yeah.
can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
When you are told that you're going to become a barista,
Yes.
do you think that you're going to fly into Uganda, be trained to become a barista like a lawyer?
No, now at that point, I told the guy who was offering the position, I don't know what barista is. You mean a lawyer? Actually, he laughed. And he was like, it's called Mr. Yasir, one of the directors in CJ's. I have never gotten a chance to talk to him, but I would really want to say thank you.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't know the impact that he made into me.
Yeah.
So give me an opportunity. They had a lot of CVs actually.
But I think you can still tell him.
Yeah, he might see it. Thank you so much,
he
Mr.
might
Yasir.
see it. Yeah.
So the thing is, he believed in me. They had a lot of CVs, but they gave me the job, and I got the opportunity. I went to Uganda. They paid me. They gave me good accommodation. They trained me. I was eating well in this new course. So I was trained on the job. I was still working and trained.
Yeah.
I never knew anything about coffee.
Yeah.
So that's where now my journey started.
So, like, you want to mean they just took you in and just trained you,
Yeah.
paid you well,
Yes.
accommodation,
Yes.
transport,
Yes.
everything,
Yes.
your living status and everything,
Yes.
just to become their barista.
Yes.
So, barista is a big thing.
I came to realize barista is a big thing, or coffee is a big thing afterwards. Apparently, I was there because of money. Not even because of passion or something. Because I was at a point where by now I was doing gigs of media and I felt they were not paying that much.
Yeah.
So I was in a position of, let me just say money. I wanted money. Never knew that I'm chasing passion or something. No.
Yeah.
I never knew what barista was. And I knew this making coffee, it's not a job.
Yeah.
It's not a thing.
Yeah, it wasn't.
So afterwards, which I will explain or I will tell, that's when I was like, under this thing, coffee, it's huge. I need to be serious about it.
But there are so many people who do not know about barista.
Yes.
Can you please tell them?
Apparently, there's so many people who don't know. Coffee has a lot to do.
Sure.
But only even a barista, we have roasters, we have cube graders, we have millers, we have exporters, we have tappers. Like there is a much. Barista is just a piece in the cake.
Yeah.
We have a huge cake, whereby everyone can have their own piece comfortably, and you will never sustain the industry.
So that takes us to our next question.
Yes.
I wanted to ask you, in one of my questions, I wanted to ask you, in the coffee industry, we hear that you got into the coffee industry becoming a barista.
Yeah, sure.
So many people don't know their passion, but at least they can get into something which they can learn their passion from there.
Yes.
So can you please tell us the career paths which people can you list for us the career paths which people can follow in barista in the coffee industry? Sorry.
The career paths,
Yeah.
there's so much. But the thing is, if you're interested, first of all, get interested into coffee, understand what coffee is. Don't rush into just one career path, especially in the coffee industry. a lot of people, young people, are heading into barista thing very fast.
Yeah.
Or else there is a huge area that is uncovered.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
you can decide to be a roaster. A roaster is someone who roasts coffee, sour,
Yeah.
who change that green beans to a roasted bean. Okay, and actually those people, they're making good chunk of money. There is a kappa, someone who tests coffee to verify this coffee is the correct coffee.
Yeah.
You see, there is a Q grader who grade coffee, different kind of coffee. There is Miller, someone who remove the outer cover of the coffee.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
there is a farmer as well. An example, in my podcast, I was interviewing Mr. David Maguta.
Yeah. He's
A huge guy internationally.
Yeah.
As a coffee producer, as a coffee farmer.
Yeah.
So there is a lot we can explore in coffee than just being a barista. But barista is one of those key factor, key thing. Barista is a very important person in the chain of coffee because he is the end person who is representing coffee in a cup.
From where it has been, from the
farm,
from the farm,
from the tree
to the cup, to
now,
the
he's the
customer,
final guy who is giving the customer
the full view of the.
he's the one who's going to represent all those people in the chain of coffee to a cup. So barista need to be sharp enough, need to be equipped enough to represent all those people in that cup.
For sure, for sure. You know, it's a great learning time.
Yeah.
It's a great learning season.
Yes.
Even me, I'm also learning. It's not only you there, also me, I'm learning something. There are some things which I didn't know. And at least from today, I will be educated by Mr. here, Mr. Harun. So, by the way, I needed to tell you, I didn't mention, he has a YouTube channel where he talks more about coffee.
Yeah.
As I go out interviewing people through their careers, helping you understand different career positions to go for. He's also into coffee, exactly. And he goes wide in the coffee world. So if you would want to know more, I will put the link and you can search for him and understand coffee more. Sure. If you have questions, I think you can send some messages through his YouTube channel. Yeah,
sure.
And don't forget to subscribe to his YouTube channel.
Yes.
Yeah. So you've talked about the millers and the roasters and but firstly you became a barista.
Yes.
Can you please tell everyone who a barista is? Firstly, some people don't know that there is coffee which you can make using a machine.
Yeah.
Some people just know coffee is instant coffee.
Yeah. That's not even coffee.
Please tell them. I didn't want to be the one to put it on their face.
Instant coffee is not coffee. So there is now the way, but it's understandable. People start from somewhere.
Yeah, people start from somewhere.
So once you get to jump this side of now authentic coffee, you understand more how to navigate around the coffee industry, or rather to use different equipment to produce your own cup of coffee at home. You get?
Yeah.
So a barista is someone who educate customer, who make coffee, who understands different methods of
Brewing.
brewing. You know, there is a lot to barista.
Yeah.
Just besides just extracting a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
You know, how you relate to customer, how you relate with your own stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I would urge people to come on this side and understand the whole concept of coffee.
Yeah.
Not only in barista, but even in the other areas.
Yeah. Because for now, as what I've seen, I think the analysis is that so many young minds are getting into coffee.
Yeah.
But they're getting into coffee as baristas.
Yes.
Mostly for money.
Yes.
And they go working abroad.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
What would you like to tell them? So that at least they can know that also there are some things which they can do here. Because as I heard, David Maguta, he wasn't into coffee. he wasn't a farmer of coffee.
Yeah, sure.
But right now, he's a big deal in the industry.
Yeah.
Only because he didn't even become a barista.
Yeah, sure.
But he just went straight and
to the farm.
Yeah, to a farm. Because I think there are so many people, youngsters who have so many farms at home.
Yeah.
I think they have coffee farms at home.
They
same
have
as
a lot,
Marguta,
a lot.
but they do not know. They do not know the importance of it.
Yeah,
you know.
Sure.
I think from his YouTube channel, you can see how Sam Marguta was interviewed, and you can understand some few things. Yeah. But let me tell you something for sure. Not everything is for everyone. That's what I took from your last interview. Not everything is for everyone. Some things you can try them, and it's not too bad to try. But please take caution when you try so many different things, because you can waste your time into something which wasn't meant for you.
Yeah.
But it's not bad to try.
It's not bad to try.
So, can you please tell us, like, how do you see the coffee industry from now? Like, the way so many youngsters have been getting into the coffee industry and everything. Can you please tell us how do you see the coffee industry 5 years from now?
Wow, the coffee industry is really growing so fast. I like how young Gen Zs, or rather Gen Zs, are getting into coffee industry.
Yeah.
This means in future, the gospel of coffee will be huge. People will be knowing coffee.
Yeah.
At this point, they really don't know about coffee, but they're just getting into coffee.
Yeah.
So this means once they get into coffee, they will start now getting the right information about coffee.
Yeah.
So in the future, or even in 2 years, 5 years to come, coffee will be firmly consumed.
Yeah.
At the moment, coffee is there, but we are exporting the labor, we are exporting even the coffee beans, we are exporting a lot outside.
Yeah.
Remaining with nothing. So in future, we shall be having farm coffee content, farm coffee consumption. We shall be having a huge community of coffee.
So you want to say mostly in future, I will have my own equipment at home, and I'll be like, it's morning. I just wanna feel the aroma of coffee.
Yeah,
Let me just make it.
actually, I'm disappointed you don't have some. Are you?
I really
You're
don't
a
have
barista.
some. Yeah, I am a barista.
You need to have them.
I really don't have some.
At this point, when you go in my house, you'll always have a cup of coffee.
I know.
I have a collection of different kind of coffees. So I would just wake up. Even my daughter, actually, she consumes coffee.
I feel a bit embarrassed.
She's 3 years. Actually, she's not in 3 years. She consumes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So as early as now, you need to like educate people.
Yeah.
We have a lot of methods to like brew coffee.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because people mostly know just taking the instant coffee, putting it in a cup, putting hot water inside, and just stirring it up.
No.
Or some people know, some people who have been into cafes, they only know you can just put like coffee in the portafilter, use an espresso machine to create your espresso.
That's not the only way we can consume coffee.
Please tell them out loud.
That's not the only way you can consume coffee.
Yeah.
We have other methods of consuming coffee. We have a B60, Aeropress, Kalita. We have Chemex.
Yeah.
We have a lot.
We even have the coffee maker.
We have even the mocha.
Yeah.
Mocha.
Mostly.
Mocha
Yeah.
You can consume. Only that people are not exposed to such methods.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I'm telling you, go and find out more about coffee. How you can make your own coffee at home. Good coffee, not instant coffee, please.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to go to the next question.
Yeah, sure.
This is a very good question, because from what I've heard you say, you've said that I think people need someone who believes in them.
Yeah.
I would love to ask you, who was your role model in the career path you chose, like in your coffee career? Who was your role model? Who was that person who you always said, oh, I really want to be more like this person? You know, I really want to listen to this person talk to me and hear his footsteps, and at least try to move through maybe his footsteps to get to where he is, or to more than where he is. Who was your role model?
Honestly speaking, when I got into this industry, I never had any role model.
Yeah.
I never had someone I'm looking up to.
Mm-hmm.
The only person I can say was trying to fix me up when I was working in CJ was Mr. Linus, Alphonse Linus. He's a very good guy. He used to be my head barista. So he would really he would really train me the right way. He would really show me the right way.
Yeah.
But now when time came and I was understanding the whole concept of coffee, I met different people in the coffee industry. I met Mr. Slick Barista Kibuja in Dubai.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, so this is a thing. The Kibuja really made me feel like coffee is a whole career.
Yeah.
So we met in Dubai actually. And he really started now mentoring me up, showing me the way, making me understand different special method of brewing coffee.
Yeah.
Now with them now I came and knew there is someone called Martin Shabaya.
Yeah.
I met him and I was like, there is a huge face of coffee.
Yeah.
There is another part of coffee that I never knew. I met Shabaya and I started now knowing Shabaya and I was like, oh my God, I will die and live for this coffee.
Yeah, sure.
You get?
Sure.
I started now talking to Shabaya, he became a good friend of mine, and I now started getting motivated about the whole thing of coffee.
Yeah.
To a point now I came and participated in coffee barista competition.
Yeah.
You see? So those are some of the things I got along on the way. And people like Martin Shabai, really, he's a great guy in coffee industry in Kenya and internationally. He's a well-connected guy.
Yeah.
So those are some of the people I would say they have shaped my career. But really, when I was growing up in this industry, I never knew someone that I'm looking up to. Rather, I want to be like. Not really, but I have met people who have shaped my career.
So mostly
directly or indirectly.
So mostly it's usually about the people who you meet can impact your future.
Yes, you never know.
Yeah, because for me, recently, I met someone.
Yeah.
And she really impacted me to be here today.
Okay.
While I was at work, I was so nervous because I saw her.
Okay.
Yeah, she has ever been my judge in one coffee competition.
Okay, sure.
I think you know her. She has ever been she was the world, national barista champion.
Okay.
She went to the A level to compete overseas.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you know her.
She's who is she? We have Tess and Teddy.
So it's Teddy.
Teddy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mostly, let me shock you. Tess, I met her during while I was getting done with barista course, and she inspired us to know more about coffee and how she has competed. And you know you had that heart and you are like, met a champion. You know, I think I'm going to become one. You know,
The spirit.
yeah, the spirit. Then Terry, I'm meeting her thereafter, and I'm like, whoa, what's going on? So you know, I think the two of them have inspired me also to be here to make an impact, mostly even in the coffee industry.
Yeah. Women in coffee.
Women in coffee, empowering.
Empowering.
That's empowering, sure.
Yeah.
So I think the way you say that it's the people you meet can can help you to understand some things which you need,
or rather can elevate you.
Can elevate you.
Yes, and they're different people because with time I've come to meet someone called Peter Watugu. He's my general manager as well, where I work in Paparoti, where we are hosting this show.
Shout out to Peter. By the way, shout out to him.
Yeah, he's our general manager. He's the one who has given us this location.
Yeah,
he is one guy who has really empowered me in this journey. Like, you can work, but getting someone who can empower you, it's very important.
Very important.
He really acts a lot in my own growth of Coffeesta, like pushing me up, telling me, yo, it's okay, I'll support you over here. To a point whereby he sells his my coffee without even me. He goes, because I supply coffee, so he goes spread the word about Coffeesta without even have friends who can even talk about you in room full of opportunities
Where you're not even.
where you're not.
Yeah.
You see. So with time, things just unfold. You meet people who just hold you up. They hold you emotionally, physically. They support you. They empower you. So you never know. So just allow the flow. Allow God to lead you and show you the way and position you in the right way, or rather align you to your purpose of life.
Mm.
So that the thing is, I know, and what keeps me moving is I want to be aligned to my purpose. Once you're not aligned to your purpose, you not meet people who
Yeah,
support
yeah,
your
sure.
purpose.
Sure.
But if at all you align yourself to the purpose that God intended you to,
Yeah.
He will definitely position the right people to get
In your
into
way.
your purpose.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I can say I can vouch for that for sure.
Yeah.
When I became a barista,
Yeah.
I never knew I would meet him.
Sure.
And I met him in a coffee competition.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. We didn't talk so much at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But funny thing, one day when I was going to work, I was a bit late. I was running. Like, I couldn't see anyone beside me. I was just seeing the stage which I was going for the bus, you know. So, and he was like, come here. So he had caught my face and he just stopped me. He was also in a phone call. I think he was having to somewhere else also. But then we were like, hi, how are you doing and everything. We exchanged contacts. Now there is where we talk. We didn't talk even in the coffee competition that much.
Yeah.
We didn't know about each other. From there, I realized that he is into the media, coffee media. Funny thing enough, I have ever seen him also back then in TikTok in a video, but I didn't realize it was him until I went to search about him later on after we met.
Yeah, sure.
So like I think for me, I think people are there in your life, and also God puts different people in your life to shape you up.
Sure.
Yeah, because at least when we met that day, we contacted and he was able to accept my interview. And here we are because of you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my day to you. Shout out. Shout out. Yeah. So let's continue. I've heard you saying that your general manager talks about you like the coffee. So do you supply coffee?
Yeah, I do.
Please, there are so many baristas who are going to watch this. Please tell them.
There is a lot. So with time now, when I started now spreading the gospel, going to coffee shops and all that, now I started roasting my own coffee. I had people, home users, who are like people who are not even in coffee. They are like, where can I get coffee? Is it possible to get some samples? Now I started taking samples to people's houses.
Yeah.
Just samples, even not even selling. Now the demand started growing.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's a thing. And the world is spreading. I think I need to be supplying coffee.
Yeah.
How I got into coffee is that I started now doing consultation.
Yeah.
Like developing menus for coffee shops, developing beverages.
Yeah.
Coffee and non-alcoholic beverages. So, and even training baristas in coffee shops. So that's how now I started now getting into supply. When I come to your coffee shop, I make sure that you have all the suppliers right.
Yeah.
I make sure your baristas are well equipped.
Yeah.
I make sure you have beverages,
Yeah.
you're selling, costing, and everything.
Yeah.
And after that, I being one of the supplier,
Yeah.
I'm also there. I give you a supplier of coffee. And that's now how I started now having different coffee shops that I'm supplying coffee to.
Whoa.
Even those people who are home users, that I have already trained them how to use coffee.
Yeah.
I started now supplying to them as well.
That's a really great journey.
Yeah.
From wanting to be a pilot to getting into media,
Yeah.
to getting into coffee as a barista, also going to Uganda just to train for being a barista, to work at sea, going to work in Dubai, learning so much about coffee, and also coming back and creating a home, and also trying to make people understand about being a roaster, supplying coffee. It's really people like it's a journey, and I think people need to understand that because there are so many baristas who started just as a barista, and I think they gave up slowly. Mostly, they gave up on the way because they didn't see much into it. Rather, they went because of money. Because I think you can get 1 million right now and spend it on without even using it on something that have money. So I think mostly people need to learn and meet different people, learn about different things. Because if you didn't learn about those things, you didn't meet different people, the coffee shops, how would you even be supplying coffee? Yeah? Yeah. So I think you even as a barista, you need to be, motivated with Mr. Harun here. You need to be motivated because he started as just a barista. Right now it's a business. Thank you for watching. Going to get a very great. To the next question. When you got into the industry, what became your missions, your goals, your ambitions? You know, when you go to the industry, the breeze where not creating the same which you have started. You know, when you start, but when you get to learn about the goal, you get to have this ambition. So that's the what
Was talking to clients, something came into my mind that I was like, this is a whole thing. Because people used to come, like Emirati, local people in Dubai used to come and film me as I do the whole thing. They would post it on Instagram, they tag me, and I was like, it's a thing over here. I was motivated with the whole thing, and I was like, I would really want to do this back home.
Yeah.
I would really want people to know more about coffee.
Yeah.
I would really want people to appreciate coffee
Yeah.
back home.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So with that, I started now creating my Instagram page. The time, educating people, doing the latte art as a usual barista.
Yeah.
But now, back behind in my mind, I still want to achieve my media. I still want to get into my media, but now combine media with coffee. You get? And I saw that there is a big future.
Yeah.
Because back then, as I was doing media, I used to be a host on a certain TV station.
Yeah.
I used to host different celebrity. I used to have a small show.
Yeah.
Talk that.
Yeah.
But now, this time around, I was like, I want to have coffee talk, coffee conversation, coffee blogs, but specifically for coffee.
Yeah.
I want to make coffee huge.
Yeah. Back home.
But the love that I got from Dubai and Middle East at large,
Yeah.
it was so huge, and I felt like I should do the same thing back home. I should make sure people feel comfortable drinking coffee.
Yeah.
Because back home, actually, we have a farm as well.
Ooh. Wow.
Now, my grandfather is still doing away with that because he does not see the importance of those coffee trees.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
So I was like, I need to come back home, make coffee big, invest in coffee, educate people about coffee.
Yeah.
And that's how now I moved on. That's how I started now kicking in. And I decided I will never go back to Middle East for that. I will stay home. I will make coffee.
Yeah.
And that's how it went.
And by the way, it's a great thing being in the coffee industry also because, as he has said, his grandfather was getting done with the farms and everything.
Yeah.
So many people are getting into real estate.
Yeah.
And there is so much global warming.
Yeah.
Everything. I think coffee helps also in our environment because when you plant a tree like a coffee tree, and it helps really well because the global warming and stuff.
Sure.
Everything. Like it gives us a very good environment.
Yeah.
But then I had seen like something like a vision like there's a day which it will reach that you will be seeing a ranch full of coffee. Coffee plants. Yeah.
Coming.
And I think that day will be a very
Like Brazil.
yeah.
or Ethiopia as well.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because people usually know that we are good in producing the best tea, but they do not know that also we are good in producing the best coffee,
Yeah, sure.
which can sell the outside.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, from his YouTube channel, you can learn more also about the coffee plantations and everything,
Yeah.
how the coffee plantations impact everything.
You can
So-
follow me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, coffee_STA.
Yeah.
Yes.
And by the way, okay, I'm a joker sometimes. So I had something like when you talk,
Yes.
you really sound also like a Mexican.
Oh, you're lying. Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
You really sound like a Mexican. You know, when you say cafe latte, you know, like, have you met any Mexican?
You're kidding me. You're
Okay.
kidding me.
That's just by the way.
Yeah.
So let's go to mostly our least and last questions.
Okay.
So, uh, like you have already told us about the skills which you achieved to reach where you have reached right now.
Yeah.
You have already told us about everything in your coffee journey.
Yes.
I would want you to inspire everyone, the baristas, you know, the youngsters, you know, like they, it's an economic tough time. Getting into something, getting into school,
Yeah.
you know, you need school fees and everything.
Yes.
But please tell them, becoming a barrister, will you be using the school fees like you go for the first semester, second semester, third year, first year, fourth year, and everything? Please tell them, how long will it take to become a barrister?
Apparently,
Uh-huh.
barista, it's a huge course,
Yeah.
but the barista part of it, and when I say coffee is a whole huge course,
Yeah.
like entirely,
Yeah.
but barista, it's just a small thing in coffee industry,
Yeah.
which can take only 1 month.
1 month.
1 month.
You heard him right?
Train.
1 month. Uh-huh.
1 month.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. Barista, right now we have a lot of schools that are training people in barista.
Yeah.
Barista, even I have trained even stewards over here
Yeah.
who are now even my barista. They're doing so well.
Mm-hmm.
Barista can take like 4 weeks at most.
4 weeks at
Learning how to extract a coffee,
Mm-hmm.
doing latte arts.
Yeah.
If I told you're sharp enough, in 4 weeks, you'll be sharp.
What about the money?
The money is not
the
that expensive. You just get like 50,000. You get a school, quality school. 50,000
For just 50,000,
for just
you get
50,000.
skills.
As a matter
you
of
get
fact,
developed.
not only in coffee,
Uh-huh.
you can get right now. These small courses, like
Yeah.
short courses,
Yeah.
they're paying off.
Yeah,
You have
sure.
AI.
Sure.
You're having coding.
Sure.
We have different small courses that are even paying way better.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Yeah.
but now we are in coffee, strictly in coffee.
Yeah, strictly coffee.
You can go to a school, do a course of 50,000. Will pay you better
Yeah.
locally and internationally.
Yeah.
You can go to school and do a roasting coffee,
Yeah.
which costs like 70 to 100 Gs, which will pay you better.
Yeah.
You can go to a school and learn tapping,
Yeah.
still can pay you better,
Sure.
which ranges to 150, 100 to 150.
Guys, you heard him right. Like, there are some
within
people
3
who are
months.
paid 100 and 150,000 still in Kenya.
Yes.
Working in the coffee industry.
Yes.
So I hope you're being empowered out there to just, even if you do not have enough, you can just start small.
Sure.
As a barista, you can get into the coffee industry, you can get to know more about coffee, you can get to know so many people. If you want to be anything, you can do it if only you believe in yourself.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
You can just start as that small person as a steward. If you want to get into the field of nursing and doctor, you can start as a medical assistant or anything like that. If you want to get into anywhere, you can just do it only if you believe in yourself.
Sure.
So mostly, I'll go to our last question. Please tell everyone the last thing which you love them to know, because it's not only in Kenya only. who it's not only Kenyans who will be seeing this video.
Yeah.
So many people also outside of Kenya and everywhere around Africa will be seeing this video, and maybe they can be empowered to get into something.
Yeah.
Please tell them the last word.
I would say Rome was not built in one day. It was built every day. So you will never get it right when you're just sitting. Just move out, push yourself. Sometimes even the birds when they're born, they don't have the wings to fly. They have the wings when they start flying.
Yeah.
And the wings come out.
Yeah.
So always go out, look for something to do. And through that thing, you get somewhere that you want to be.
Yeah.
Don't wait for opportunities to come when you're sitting.
Yeah.
So I'm welcoming you all to this coffee industry.
Yeah.
There's a lot in coffee. For more information about coffee, education about coffee, follow me on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok at the name coffee_SDA. Educate people about coffee. And I want to spread the right information about coffee globally, locally, everywhere, name it. So
Thank you.
thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Mr. Harun.
Thank you so much for hosting me as well.
Thank you so much for accepting me to host you, because it's not so very easy to get people to accept. Thank you so much for also you who is watching there. Thanks so much for passing this information. There is pass information about his YouTube channel where you can learn about coffee. Pass information through my YouTube channel also where you can learn about so many things, because I go wide. I help you to find your career path and everything. I help you to find your visions, your goals. If you have any messages on how you need, if you have any question, any messages, any information, you can just pass through my messages or even my email account, yokadevgan@254@gmail.com. You can find me there. You can find me also in my Instagram channel. You can find me also on FB. I'm always there at Instagram, Yokadeva. Thank you so much. Until we see you soon. Thank you so much. It has been a great time with Mr. Harun. Thank you so much, Harun.
Pleasure.
Yeah?
Nashukuru sana.
Asante sana.